This is, of course, as far as the Karnataka elections are concerned. It's just about an hour left for the voting to be concluded here in Karnataka. And over the next 1 hour, before we put out the exit poll numbers at 6:30, we'll be taking you through the historical data. What's happened in the past to give you a perspective of what we can expect in this election when the counting takes place on Saturday. And that's why we are bringing to you the comparative data, particularly of the last two assembly elections, that is the 2018 election and the 2013 election. So let's begin with the 2018 election, because that was one election where in fact we had seen ultimately the Congress-JDS alliance coming in, despite the fact that the BJP managed to win 104 seats in the assembly. So that is a very significant one that we had seen here in Karnataka. In fact, the Congress managed to win 80 seats and JDS got 37. The vote share also was interesting. With 39% of voters who picked Congress, only 36.2 chose the BJP, with about 18.5% in fact going for the JDS. Let's compare the 2018 results with the 2013 one. BJP had seen gains coming in by increasing of its vote share by 16% to rest at 36%. Congress made minor gains with 1% again in its share, while allied JDS lost 1% vote. The biggest losses were for the minor parties and independents in 2018. Let's also look at the comparative seat share between 2013 and 2018, reflecting the big gains for the BJP from 40 seats to 104 seats. Congress's tally had dropped from 122 to 80 seats in this election. The JDS lost 3 seats from its 40 seats in 2013. After the state polls, there have been 17 by-polls in Karnataka. In these by-polls, BJP's managed to win as many as 13, a growth from a tally of 0 earlier. For the Congress, the by-poll saw a negative swing with a loss of 10 seats. The JDS lost 3 in comparison to 2018 polls. These by-polls were held in 2019, 2020 and 2021. Now, in comparison of the 2013 and 18 vote share, the BJP has been the biggest gainer with 19% swing. Congress lost about 12% and JDS lost about 6% votes. Big gains, therefore, coming in for the BJP in these by-polls if we can compare that. Let's also very quickly introduce our guest now to discuss this particular issue. We have with us dear Shrikant, Prashant, I beg your pardon, the BJP Karnataka spokesperson. To his right is Abdul Razak Khan, political analyst. To my left is T.R. Prasad Gowda, leader of the JDS, and also joining us is Akshita Bhaduria, who's a columnist and political analyst. I want to quickly get in a word from Abdul Razak Khan on this. Abdul Razak Khan, to what do we owe the sharp rise of BJP in 2016? Because one will, I'll have to quickly get in your word on this, because can we owe it to or see a trend continuing in this election if we go from 2013 to 18 to the current election? Quickly.
Come about May 2013 and 2018, if you look at, the Congress has not lost its vote share. Despite having a higher vote share than BJP, we were less in seats. That we have worked out this time. I am not only convinced, but I am confirmed. I am telling you, BJP will be shown the door. Okay. People of Karnataka would have definitely rejected the politics of hate, the politics of corruption. All that happened in Karnataka, people have keenly watched. Despite Modi ji coming so many times, the voter has not changed his mind. The people have definitely selected Congress. Okay. I am from the ground, from the ground, I am coming to your studios here. Okay. I am very sure, not only confident, I will confirm it to you, BJP will have been
Congress says they will get a clear majority, but let me bring in the BJP. Can you, Prashant, extrapolate this to what has happened in 2013? Because many analysts will also say that it's not a fair comparison. We know in 2013 KJP was formed, Yedurappa was separate from the BJP, so it's not correct to compare the 2013 to 18 growth with what has happened between 2018 to now.
BJP has steadily grown. In 2004 also, when the Congress and JDS first formed the coalition government, BJP was the single largest party with 79 seats then. Then we increased it to 110 in 2008, and then in 2013, yes, due to the unfortunate incident of B.S. Yedurappa getting out of the BJP and forming KJP, BJP came down to 40 seats. But the combined vote share of KJP and BJP was still, which means if BJP managed 36 or 37%, the combined vote share of KJP and BJP stood at 36-37%, which is what we maintained to retain in 2018. Okay. The seat got increased to 104. And this time, we are confident increasing our vote share to close to 40% and also the seats to 125.
Okay.
Because we have seen on the ground that people are with us. They do not want the divisive politics of Congress and the appeasement tactics of Congress.
Quickly bring in the JDS and our analyst as well. Mr. T.R. Prasad Gowda, the trend of 2013 and 18, are we going to see that continue? Because the JDS has been restricted to under 40. There are some polls that say that you may even be below 30 this time.
Yeah, but this election, 2023 elections, we are confident and we are not only kingmakers, we are become the kings. We have that confidence because the kind of program, 5 programs which our Kumaraswamiji, ex-Chief Minister Kumaraswamiji has given to the state of Karnataka people, and he has travelled across Karnataka, North and South Karnataka, more than 12,000 kilometers across the Karnataka. All common people of Karnataka like the programs, and we are confident now. Of course, 1 hour is left for the.
But for 25 years, you've not come to power on your own.
We have come when Devegowdaji was president of Janata.
That was which year, sir?
That is during 1994.
Yeah, so for 25 years, 28 years in fact, you corrected me. 28 years you have not come to power.
After that, independently we have not come to power.
Yes.
This time, we are hoping we will come to power on our own, or we will be the key people to form the government.
Okay, let me bring in Akshita. Akshita, you're the analyst on the show, and I have to ask you this question: that can we compare 2013 to 2018? Is it a fair comparison to make? What's different in this election, according to you, in terms of the issues that have been raised, in terms of the campaign that has taken place, and of course, can this be seen as a continuing trend, a continuing pattern?
See, definitely a comparison between 2013, 18 and then predicting what's going to happen in 2023. Karnataka is not possible. We've always seen the way Karnataka has voted, the way coastal Karnataka has voted, the way Kittur Karnataka or Kalyan Karnataka has voted. You know, it's never the same. There's very little consolidation, especially in Kittur and Kalyan Karnataka. There's always this strangulation, right? There's always this war going on. And as you have also rightly mentioned, the vote share has been increasing. The bypolls have been surprising. So to predict what's going to happen in 2023, basis 2013 and 2018 is definitely not going to be fair. We'll just have to wait and watch what's going to happen on the 13th. And in terms of, what the parties have been promising, definitely I think, there are talks of Congress inching forward, becoming the single largest party. But what has transpired in the past few days, especially with, Congress coming up with the promises of a lot of freebies, right? So on one end, when the BJP is talking about Arogya, it's talking about, education, social welfare, etc. Congress, on the other hand, has been talking about free electricity, free bus. Again, a lot of freebies. So as a middleman, hardworking middleman going out to vote.
You're saying populism doesn't work in Karnataka?
It's something that we'll have to wait and watch.
Will populism not work in Karnataka? What will happen? That's going to be a very, very important part of it. In fact, we have Mr. JVC Sriram also joining us. JVC Sriram, very quickly, I want to take a quick question with you. You're not here with us physically, you're present in our Noida studio. But quick question with you that I want to add is that will this 2013-2018 analysis, do you see this as a trend? Can it be extrapolated to 2023? Because are the issues in 2023 where we are standing today in Bangalore very, very different from what we've seen in past elections?
Absolutely, Madhav, because I think ever since the dawn of new millennium, there is, 2000. After 2000, whatever election has taken place, as long as BJP had been united, I think they have been the single largest party. Whether you take the case of 2004 or 2008 or 2018. 2013 was an extreme situation where there was a division. There was a three-way split. Sriamalu started his own party, Yediyurappa started his own party, and BJP was rudderless. There was a lot of division. Mr. Narendra Modi was not yet declared as the prime ministerial candidate in the face, as a result of which I would not like to look at the 2013 election. And in spite of all those things, with so much of, factions, Congress could just scrape through with 122 seats. It is not that the Congress of 2013 won a mandate like that of Virendra Patel in 1989, which I think they won 179 seats. It was not that. So I think Congress can be happy and satisfied with their vote share, saying that we are the biggest. And that is also going to be put to claim come this Saturday. So I think it will be a very unfair comparison.
All right. All right, so let's look at it. You can't compare the 2013, 18 and 23 elections. That pretty much seems to be the consensus. But of course, the BJP is saying that we are a party that will grow and will continue to grow. That's what we're looking at this point of time. Let's quickly also take you through the next aspect that we are looking at. And this is the tool that we look at, which we call the bellwether seats. What are bellwether seats? These are seats that very accurately predict what really is the final outcome, and has been so in the past several elections. These are also essentially swing seats where the result is likely to change every time, given the fact that, particularly as we've been mentioning, in close to 4 decades, no government has been re-elected here in Karnataka. We're looking at 8 specific bellwether seats, and let's take you across to the first seat that we are looking at, and this is the seat of Ron in Kittur. Let me quickly take you through what the details of this particular seat are. This is a seat where the JDS is seeing Magdoom Saab Mudol contest. We have GS Patil of the Congress and Kalakappa Bandal of the BJP. The winning party has changed since every election here since 2008. Let's quickly take it across to Deepak. Deepak, with over 7,000 votes winning margin, it is still considered a seat with a fairly close contest, and not surprising given that it is a swing seat that has changed. Take us through the details of this particular seat and why we are looking at it closely as a bellwether seat. Deepak.
Yes, this particular seat you were talking about, Madhav, Ron, like you mentioned, is a swing seat. That would mean that every year, just like how Karnataka has voted, each government changes, year, term after term, and it is the same with this particular constituency. So, it's going to be very interesting, because last time around, it was the BJP, of course, which won from this particular seat. So, does that mean that this time we are going to have, the Congress come here? That's, of course, going to be interesting to note. But, of course, as far as Kalakappa is concerned, he still last time around when he was contesting from Ron, he was quite a strong contender. But whether the BJP still has it in them to retain this because when you take a look at the answers that's coming in from one of the most of the top leaders of the BJP, they're saying that incumbency hasn't even hit, and it's a concept. The incumbency is a concept of the past, and right now Karnataka and the BJP, especially in Karnataka, is not even going to have an effect of incumbency. So as per them, these sort of seats will be retained once again, and it is going to be historic. So we'll really have to see, as far as this particular bellwether seat is concerned, whether we're going to see a similar pattern of a swing every election, or whether they're going to retain it once again.
Tell us about the next seat that we're looking at, Deepak, very quickly. Shirati is the next seat that we're looking at. This is in Kittur, Karnataka. This is also an SC reserve seat. Take us through the history of Shirati, very quickly, Deepak.
Well, this is a very interesting one, Madhav. Chandru here is, of course, right now sitting MLA from the BJP, and here this particular constituency, of course, votes for those, or rather, when you see who wins this particular seat, we are looking at that particular party actually having a majority in Karnataka. BJP candidate, of course, Mr. Labani won last time around. The single largest, of course, was the BJP with 104 seats. This time around, whoever wins this could probably, go back and look at these sort of statistics and say, well, we are probably going to be the party that is going to easily get the majority this time in Karnataka. So probably if you have Shirhati, the results for it come in as early as probably 11 on May 13th, then many of the political parties would have a reason to celebrate quite early.
All right, very, very interesting that we are looking at that. In fact, we have with us also the Tarikere seat. I want to take Imran across on that. Imran, the Tarikere seat is in central Karnataka. Take us through what is the importance of the Tarikere seat and how it has voted in the past. Quickly take us through those details.
In Tarikere, where Assembly constituency in Chikmagalur district of Karnataka, considered the south. Now, D.S. Suresh is the last time he won from the BJP, and this is a constituency. It's one of the 8 constituencies which considered the bellwether constituency. Last time, last time, Congress had won, and this time the BJP had won with the last Assembly constituency. And now we are looking at this. You can hear me.
All right, I think we've lost that line with Imran. Let me try and reconnect with Imran in just a minute, because Imran, we were supposed to go to for another important seat of Harpanahalli. If you can hear me, Imran, can you quickly brief us on Harpanahalli and its importance?
Well, Harpranali Madhav Karnataka Reddy is the candidate from that particular constituency. As we all know, he is the senior most Reddy brothers, and Ballari got infamous because of the mining of that era, which we saw that BJP coming to power under Europa, and this particular district caused controversy. And Karnataka Reddy, eldest of the three mining barons, is the MLA from there.
Gopal Pujari will win this seat back.
Change work? Will the change be enough? Which party comes to power?
We have seen that he had won this election with 16,000. This time, this is a very crucial seat for the BJP as well.
All right, Niyamika, Soumit, Pragya, Deepak and Imran, I'd like to thank all of you for introducing those bellwether seats to our viewers. We're going to come back. We're going to discuss a lot of aspects. We're going to discuss what's happening in the old Mysore region. We're going to also discuss what's happening in Kalyan, Karnataka, and can the past trends be extrapolated to what is happening in this election, and what really are we looking at in terms of the issues in these areas, because clearly these are areas where perhaps the battle is being contested, the contest is happening at the closest levels. All that and more with our panel of experts in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.